Get it. Wow, I'm green or yellow.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
Hello everyone, today I'm back with a build video and I'm going to be showing you guys what I did to my Glock 17 Gen 4. So I ended up getting this build as scraps and it's just a Boneyard Glock 17 Gen 4. I was able to get this at the Airsoft headquarters for a discounted price, like almost completely half off. So that was really nice of them to do that for me. And I was able to get a ton of scrap parts and then just turn it into one single pistol, which is what I use right now currently, and this is probably my most reliable pistol I've had ever. Full auto pistols, as you guys know, are the pistols that I've been running for the past few years, and obviously they're not reliable at all. If you guys have been watching the gameplays, they always tend to break down on me or malfunction at the wrong times. But this thing I've used at 2 different milsims and an open play, and a single open play, I think I got a full gameplay with this thing just in pistol kills, which is freaking awesome. And I'm pretty stoked about showing you guys that gameplay footage from the past events I've been going to and that open play as well, because there's loads of pistol kills in that gameplay. So I'm going to show you guys what I have in my build. First of all, I went with CO2. This is the most reliable for cold temperatures, and even in warm temperatures it still performs really well as well with CO2. Next up, I'm going to go with the entire slide assembly. So let me take this off real quick. Actually, let's just go with the lower. So the lower of this pistol is completely stock. Haven't done anything to it. If I ever need to do anything to it, it's going to be to the sears, and guess what? I can buy the sears in its own separate assembly kit, and I can plop it right in whenever it wears out, and then this thing will be good to go again. So I don't think I'll have any issues there with this lower unit, so I left it all stock. I do have an elastic band that I strap to my holster, so in case it ever falls out, it'll just dangle off the side of my pants and I'll know it fell out, and I'll be able to retrieve it in case it falls out of my holster, which I've never had happen yet, but you never know. Okay, so now for the slide. This is where the fun happens. So for the guide rod, I use a cow guide rod and the cow what would you call these? The buffer kit. So this gives it, no, this is a short stroke, my bad. Short stroke. Sorry about that. So this is the guide rod, and this is the cow short stroke as well. I have it to where I can still lock the slide back, but it's still short stroked as well. So I use the one black ring, as you guys can see. It's just the one black rubber ring. And then inside here, I have a Waldo custom spring inside here. So this spring actually is for a Glock 17, which is completely different than the Glock 17 Gen 4, but on the Waldo custom website they don't say which Glock 17s it's not available for. So I found that out the hard way, and I ended up having to cut this spring down a little bit, and I made it work, and it absolutely works just fine, and it cycles great as well. So no issues with this. This is what I end up using for my guide rod. Now moving on to the barrel. So the barrel, it's a full metal barrel. It's a threaded barrel as well. This is the King Arms, I think it is. This barrel can work with suppressors. I found out it works just fine with suppressors or tracers. You do have to thread it halfway to make it work, but it stays on just fine. As long as you're not unscrewing it constantly, it'll stay on there. And you can always add some O-rings or whatever to stabilize it in place so it's not sticking all the way back to the back portion of the barrel and then it interfering with the slide catch. So I just thread it halfway and I make the tracer unit and suppressors work just fine with this thing. This is a great outer barrel and I recommend it. Now for the hop-up unit. I use a Poseidon Striker hop-up unit. This was actually given to me by a friend from work, Talon, and thank you again for giving me this hop-up unit and outer barrel, and they have really worked well, so thank you again. So this is the Poseidon Striker hop-up unit. I ended up removing the bucking from it, so I do not have the original bucking. I use the original stock bucking from the Glock 17 Gen 4, that what it comes with, instead of the bucking that came with the hop-up unit, because the hop-up unit bucking that it came with was super soft and it was not durable enough and it wouldn't hop well with higher weight BBs. So I just used the regular hop-up bucking that it came with stock, but eventually I'll upgrade the bucking to probably a, my guess is either the what bucking would I probably use? I'd probably use the Flamingo Sniper Mechanics bucking, because those buckings are really reliable and they're just super durable and they can hop heavy weights up to even like 4-8 gram BBs, which that's what most VSR 10s are, well, higher end builds are running anyways. Or I would even use the Modify X-Range bucking, because these work with VSR buckings, so I'd use one of those two buckings. But for now, it's a stock Glock 17 Gen 4 Umarex bucking from the Elite Force Glock. Alright, so that's the hop unit. The inner barrel that it came with, which, if I can find it, is right here. This inner barrel it came with is slightly longer, probably I would say 25 millimeters longer than the stock inner barrel, and it ends up messing with the slide mechanism. So when it slides back and forth with the blowback feature, the outer barrel is too long and it takes too long for it to recoil back, and then it stops it from cycling. So I remove the stainless steel inner barrel from this hop unit, which is what it came with, and I toss that and just use the stock brass inner barrel, and as long as you clean it and maintain it, it works great. So that's what I did with that. And I also felt like that was the main reason why the slide wouldn't want to blow back correctly, was because of that inner barrel being super long, a little too long for this outer barrel. So that's what I did there. And then we have the slide. It's a stock nozzle unit. I may get a different nozzle and maybe a blowback housing for this, but for now it works great. Otherwise I may replace it eventually, but it hasn't had any problems yet. As you can see, it works just fine. And this is a stock slide, and this slide is not plastic, so that is a good feature as well. So that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. That's my build video. I'll probably throw a few clips up right now of some gameplay I had with this bad boy and show you guys how it performs. And overall thoughts about this build. I think this is now my go-to for sure now, and whenever I go to Milsims or events or ops, I'm probably going to run this guy, and this has been my reliable, trusty sidearm as of recently, and unless anything changes to it, I'll give you guys update videos. But as of right now, this thing is amazing and I love it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this build video. If you did, definitely subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Have a great day.